Hey, this is a really funny story about my friend Jay. I've known Jay since kindergarten. We were engaged then. I loved him dearly in kindergarten, and I still love him dearly. He's really, really a sweetheart, and he's really smart, and he's really funny, and he's really playful. So more on those parts of the story later, but here's the funny part for right now. So Jay's wife broke her elbow. She said the trolls grabbed her and she fell down and broke her elbow. And so first it wasn't too bad. They thought everything would be pretty easy. Just go to the hospital and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and then figure out the insurance more and wait and wait and wait. And finally they would fix your elbow somehow. So Jay sent me a photo of the x-ray, and it showed the crank in her elbow with a lot of pins in it. I thought, whoa. So we hoped and hoped and hoped that that fix would really fix it, but it turned out it didn't. They told Jay and his wife that maybe it wouldn't work because your bone is always growing, and so it's also at the same time disintegrating, growing and disintegrating at the same time, and maybe her elbow would just mostly disintegrate. Well, guess what happened? It mostly disintegrated, and all the pins didn't do any good. In fact, they really started to be a pain, meaning her elbow was disintegrating, and the pins are now just banging around, hitting nerves, and really, really hurting. And so I sort of thought this might not be so fun. And I asked Jay how she was doing. And he said, it's not real fun. And I said, is there anything I can do? And he said, I'll think about it. And so I did think about it, even if he didn't ask. And I called him, and he said he was really busy. He was cooking, he was cleaning, he was doing absolutely everything because his wife couldn't do anything at all with only one arm. And I said, Jay, if she's getting kind of grumpy now, let me tell you what Warren did when his wife, when they were like 20 and she had mono and couldn't move and nothing was working. And what Warren did was he went and got all sorts of childhood books, Stuart Little, Winnie the Pooh, things you'd like to have read to you. And Warren read them to his wife, and even though she didn't get better suddenly, they had such a good time that she forgot she felt bad every time Warren was reading to her. So I told Jay, Winnie the Pooh is probably the best I know. Get Winnie the Pooh, especially the chapter, Help with the Heffalumps, or the Heffalumps chapter. Huff, half of a Heffalump chapter. And so Jay didn't say one way or the other if he was going to do what I thought was a good idea. But later, when I called him to see how they were managing, Jay just answered and he goes, cooking. This is his way of saying, I can't talk now, I'm cooking. So, but he said, but Pooh helped. I thought, what? Pooh helped? I didn't know what he was talking about. And he said, Winnie the Pooh helped. I said, oh, Pooh helped. He said, yes. I said, great. He said, gotta go, cooking. I said, bye, good luck with Pooh.